listening to Boxing Vibes TV News with JD, the only place for the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing.
What's up, fight fans? This is JD of BVTV News, and I'm back to give y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. With that being said, if this is your first time on the channel, I'd like to invite you to hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell so you're updated on the latest drops here on the channel. Now, let's talk a little bit about Ryan Garcia and these failed tests due to Ostarine. Now, you got a lot of people who are trying to argue that it was due to tainted supplements, that, the Ostarine levels were super low. Matter of fact, most recently, that's what Ryan Garcia is trying to say. He's trying to say that the Ostarine levels were so low, it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. Now, I pride myself on trying to be fair and unbiased when it comes to looking at things objectively, especially when you start to look at something like PED usage in sports. So, with that being said, let me first off say this about the Devin the Dream Haney bout with Ryan Garcia. First off, at the end of the day, it is on Bill Haney and Devin the Dream Haney, who agreed to allow Ryan Garcia to come in 3.2 pounds over. They could have called off the fight or demanded that he get down to 140, but they took the money and they entered the ring, giving him that weight advantage while they had drained down to 140. So that is absolutely on Devin Haney and Bill Haney for going through with that. Secondly, in the first round, if you're Devin the Dream Haney, you cannot be clipped by that left hook from Ryan Garcia. Everybody knows that that is the punch he's trying to land. So regardless of the weight, regardless of possible PEDs, as it pertains to at least that first round, you cannot get clipped by that hook and get rocked and wobbled at that point in the fight. So there's culpability on the part of Devin the Dream Haney and Bill Haney. So they're not off skate-free. But now let's get to the PED element of all of this when it comes to Ryan Garcia. And I will say this. I do want to see Ryan Garcia fight in the ring again. I don't think that his career should be over. But at this particular point, if we're being fair and unbiased, Ryan Garcia right now is a PED cheat, and the fight should be a no contest. He's a PED cheat, and the fight should be a no contest. And here is a couple of reasons why, if we're being fair and unbiased, that's where we're at right now. First off, everybody knows that you are responsible for whatever you ingest in your body leading up to a fight. That's well known across the sport. Everybody knows that you are responsible for what you ingest. The issue I have with the whole tainted supplements excuse is that somebody who is fighting at the level of a Ryan Garcia, somebody who has the monetary resources of Ryan Garcia, there's too many, and y'all can look this up. There are too many compounding pharmacies where he can literally pay to get any supplement he wants made. Point blank, period. Ryan Garcia has enough money that if there's any supplement he wants right there in Los Angeles, he could go have a compounding pharmacy make it right there for him so that you know that there's not anything in that supplement except that. The problem I have is that for Ryan Garcia to tell us, the public, that you went to Amazon, GNC, the gym with all the vitamins and all this kind of stuff. What he's trying to tell us is that you went to Target, Walmart, or wherever, and you went up on the shelf and you grabbed some supplements off the shelf, In a lead up to a mega bout, when you're responsible for every ounce of food and liquid that you put in your body, and you just grabbed a random supplement bottle and started popping supplements. Now, again, as I stated before, if you are talking about this being a young fighter on the come up without the monetary resources to safeguard themselves from popping dirty, I could understand going to a regular store or going online to some supplement store and buying up some random supplements and taking them for your health. I could understand that. But for somebody with the level of money of Ryan Garcia, no matter how much he tries to sell it, that's unacceptable for you not to have your own compounding pharmacist who could make you specifically what you want, and you know that there would not be Ostarine or anything in it at all. So that excuse right there starts to seem like it creates some plausible deniability at that particular point. And the issue I truly have with that is that, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, all y'all remember when you had Canelo Alvarez claim that it was tainted beef. I'm gonna be real with y'all. The tainted beef excuse is better than the tainted supplements excuse. There's a reason why you typically don't hear fighters say it was tainted supplements. Because everybody knows in the lead up to a fight, you have to watch every little supplement and thing that you put in your body. So even Canelo's tainted beef excuse, even if it's not believable, it's more believable than this Ryan Garcia one, where, I went out and I got some beef from my protein and I didn't know that the beef, had, some traces of steroids in it, right? But with this scenario, there's flat out no excuse for it for Ryan Garcia. Now, here's the real kicker for me as to why I have to be fair and unbiased and say that for this particular fight, not going forward in the future, again, I still want to see Ryan Garcia fight. He can be good for the sport. He's highly entertaining. But as it pertains to this Devin the Dream Haney bout, it has to become a no contest because he popped dirty 4 PEDs. Regardless of if you try to argue, it was just some low traces, which could mean that I took it a week or two before, and by the time they tested me on the 19th, now the Ostarine levels were so low. We don't want to hear all that. I don't want to hear the argument that the traces were low. I don't want to hear none of that. And the reason why I don't want to hear none of that is because every single person in the sport of boxing knows that if we ever heard any type of positive test for a Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Roy Jones Jr., Terrence Bud Crawford, I'll take y'all even one better, right? If right now Gervonta Tank Davis popped dirty for any traces of anything, the whole boxing world would sit there and crucify him, and that would be a stain on the legacy. Point blank, period. So I highly disagree with all the people online who are trying to defend Ryan Garcia for popping dirty with anything in his system. Because if people are honest, if people are really honest and they address their own bias, there's a lot of fighters out there that if they ever popped dirty with anything, it could be the littlest a trace to the biggest a trace of something in their system. Y'all would not have given them the benefit of the doubt and talked about, it was some tainted supplements. Y'all mean to tell me, and y'all can let me know in the comments how y'all would take this, but y'all mean to tell me if Floyd Mayweather or Manny Pacquiao had ever popped dirty at any time in their career, it wouldn't still be brought up to this day, and that people would try to use that against them? Y'all mean to tell me that if Terrence Bud Crawford popped dirty for any little thing in his system, that everybody wouldn't immediately try to say that he's no longer pound for pound? in that, he cheated to get to where he's at right now. If you had any fighter who is really, really at the top of the game were to end up having this happen to them, what's going on with Ryan Garcia, the boxing public would not sit there and just blow it off and say, oh, he took some tainted supplements. Oh, it was just a little bit in his system. It couldn't do nothing. Heck no. And so at the end of the day, people have to be fair and objective when it comes to PD usage. And so at the end of the day, I personally feel that you do have to make the Devin the Dream Haney versus Ryan Garcia fight a no contest. Now, should they do it again? I personally wouldn't mind seeing the fight again. It may be a while before they do a rematch, but I think as it pertains to just this bout, you got to do a no contest, man. I maintain the same energy, whether it's Ryan Garcia or any other fighter in the sport. We can't sit here and just because it's Ryan Garcia and so many people wanted to see him win and wanted to see Devin the Dream Haney lose, that you totally give him a pass for popping dirty for something in his system. And you're giving him a pass that you would not have given many other top notable fighters in the sport if they had ever popped dirty for anything in their system. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Again, I personally believe that it should be a no contest. But again, I will say, I still want to see Ryan Garcia back in the ring. I think he should have an opportunity to vindicate himself, show that he still is a top elite fighter. He has plenty of opportunity to show he didn't really need anything in his system. I still want to see Devin the Dream Haney again. Again, Haney chose to take the money. He chose to give Ryan that weight advantage. He chose to still get in the ring. So, but at the same time, there's no excuse for Ryan Garcia to come up with anything dirty in his system. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Till next time, this is JD at BBTV News. I'm going to keep giving y'all the latest and greatest news in the sport of boxing. Till next time,